Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico City.
Mexico City.
Yes.
Okay, Mexico. Are you tourist or living here?
I'm living here. I'm a resident now. I have been living here for almost 1.5 years.
Okay. Today I wanted to ask foreign people about the reason they come to Japan and the impression of Japan and so on. So firstly, could you tell me what brought you to Japan?
Yes, I'm currently a PhD student at Juntendo University. Yes.
Smart.
So the main reason is because I got a scholarship from Mexico City with some institution, and then I came here to study in Juntendo University.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you study there?
I'm studying PhD in global health. So now I'm focusing on the well-being of older adults, like a population level. Japan's population, aside from being the largest amount of older people here, they are also very healthy. So I want to know why.
Okay. Are there actually some like classes where you can learn about Japanese people's health, the reason of their health?
Yes, I do have like one lecture with many professors from Japan. It's like one time a week, but I do not have only lessons. I also have like a group study with my classmates and also the doctors from my department. And there we analyzed like Japan's situation and the healthcare and everything,
okay.
and also from other parts of the world. Because I have like another partners who I'm studying with from different parts, like for example China, Myanmar, and also Uzbekistan.
You mean like partner is like a laboratory?
Yeah,
Okay,
in
I
laboratory.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So far, what did you think is good for Japanese people to live long?
Oh my God. So far, I can't discover the secret yet. But I think it's mainly because they live healthy lives since they are like little children. Their habits, like physical habits, they do exercise a lot. And also they eat very healthy. And another thing is that the health policy here, it's very good. Like their insurance and also the services that they have, they are very, very nice. So I think there is like a whole.
I see.
But the secret I don't know yet.
Okay. You mentioned a little bit about eating.
Yeah.
What kind of food did you like?
My favorite thing is ramen.
Ramen.
I have had ramen in Mexico. We have like our own way to make ramen, but it's not as close as here in Japan. It's so tasty. I don't know why. Maybe the broth or something like that. Super tasty. And I also enjoy very much the sushi. Sushi here also very different. Fresh fish all the time and raw fish. Delicious.
Okay. Do you eat raw fish in Mexico?
No. Never.
What kind of food is common in Mexico?
I'm sure you have heard about it, but our popular food is the tacos.
Of course.
Yeah.
It sounds rude, probably, but do they eat tacos every day?
No, not every day,
Every day.
but I mean like at least once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Okay, quite often.
Yeah, quite often,
okay.
yeah.
Living here more than 1 year, what did you like the most? And what did you think is a little bit inconvenient living here? So like pros and cons of living in Japan.
The pros, it's beautiful. Like everywhere it's so beautiful, so clean, and people are very nice, always very kind, Japanese people. There are so many things, like the daily living things, that are so convenient here. Like for example, in the winter, they have like refrigerators, but for hot beverages. We don't have that anywhere else in the world. Or also like these vending machines that also you can buy some soups or some hot things. And I think like Japanese are like, I don't know how to say, like pretty smart at doing things easy. It's super nice, like experience that way. And on the other hand, maybe the thing that I do not enjoy as much is like maybe the quietness. Yeah, maybe that, because I am used to in Mexico we are like very crazy and always cheering and
Always a fiesta.
yeah, always a fiesta, yes.
So you miss sometimes the loudness.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. After living over 1 year, did you think that you want to live here more like in your life, or you want to go back to your country, or you want to go to another country?
I think I love Japan and the people and everything here, but I'm very attached to my family.
Yeah.
So I do want to go back to Mexico. I try to go as often as I can, as the PhD allows me to. So actually I am going back for the August vacation, for a holiday, maybe 1-2 months, and then go back to Japan. But yeah, definitely I would like to go back to my country. Yeah.
Main reason is family.
Yeah, main reason is family.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will be staying here.
Okay. Lastly, what do you want to say to people who want to live in Japan, who want to visit Japan?
Well, Japan is really, really beautiful, and it will be like life-changing to come here. So I encourage everyone who wants to visit to come, because it's really different from the movies or something like that, experiencing like in their own flesh, for example.
It was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Brazil, born and raised there, but I live in Sweden.
What brought you to Japan?
So it's actually very random, but I was supposed to be working on an internship and it got canceled 2 days before the start. And I had ended up jobless and I had 40 days during summer, so I turned out that I'm going to Japan and back there. It was my dream. So.
Okay. After you know that the cancel, you immediately decided to come to Japan?
Yeah, 2 days later I was booking flights and looking how to get here, how to backpack through Japan.
So like during this trip, which part of Japan are you going to visit?
So I already visited Takayama and Kamikochi and that region, the Alpine region. Now I'm back in Tokyo. Then I will go to Okinawa and then do Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima, all the main cities that all tourists do.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this short time, how did you research? How did you know those cities to visit?
So it was actually a very intense day of research. I got one day and just started Googling itineraries for Japan, the main cities. And then from there on, I started seeing what are local places around those big cities that I could visit and what can I do in each city, how much time I need. It was very intense and I'm still doing it like day by day. It's not finished yet. So yeah, because it was everything so sudden and spontaneous. Yeah.
So which city are you looking for to visit most?
To be honest, Tokyo. I arrived here today, so I haven't got the chance to see the city, but I think Tokyo, because it's a mix of traditions and a lot of modern things. I feel very overwhelmed so far, I have to admit. It's a lot of people, very crowded, but I think Tokyo, I would say so, yeah.
Probably the biggest city in Brazil is São Paulo, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the city, is Tokyo bigger or is it almost same?
I would say it's very comparable. It's like very urbanized, and I would say I think Tokyo is still bigger and like more people, but I would say it's you could put them on the same level, I would say.
São Paulo is also quite big.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually very full of buildings and offices, yeah.
So you are currently living in like another foreign country, Sweden. So how come are you living there?
So it was also very spontaneous. I found out I could study there for free because I'm also half Italian. So I always wanted to study abroad, and studying abroad can be expensive. So it was a cheap alternative, a very cool place I was interested on, and they had the bachelor's I wanted to do. So I ended up applying, and 6 months later I was going to Sweden. So yeah.
Okay. So I guess Sweden is also very different from your country, Brazil. So did you get culture shock there?
Oh yeah, definitely. People are way colder. The weather is colder, and
Colder.
yeah, they are way more shy or reserved, hard to get to know. In Brazil, people just approach you, talk to you, easy to get to know them, which in Sweden is very, very different. But they are very educated, polite, nice people as well, friendly. I would say I miss the sun back home. Yeah, in Sweden, the sun doesn't shine a lot, so yeah.
So like in Brazil, people hug and kiss, right? Beijão.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's some like difference in terms of that in Sweden.
Oh yeah, definitely. In Sweden is the handshake and maybe a very cold hug after you get to know the person. But yeah, definitely personal space is important for Swedes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get culture shock in Japan?
Oh yeah, I would say so far it's been the biggest. It's my first time in Asia, so it's the first time I cannot literally not understand a single sign. Everything is in Japanese, and for me they're just drawings. They mean nothing. So yeah, it was a big cultural shock, but in a positive way. Like the food, everything is so different, things I never saw in my life, which I love that. It's amazing, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you visiting?
Yeah, I've been visiting. It's my second time in Japan. I've been here in 2019.
2019.
Yeah, before COVID, with two friends of mine, and now I came for 22 days with my little sister.
Okay. Firstly, what brought you to Japan at this time?
To be honest, I was an anime fan.
Okay.
Since I was a child, I was always looking for anime and stuff like that.
So you're anime fan in France. I heard that there are many anime fans in France.
Yeah.
So how is it about anime culture in France? Are there some events about anime, or are there some shops, anime shops?
There is not a lot of anime shops, but there are a lot of people who watch and read like anime and manga. In France, like a lot of people. I think in the world it's the second market after Japan.
Yes.
So yeah, there is a lot of people, and it just keep going, increasing. Yeah, it's huge in France.
I see. So some decades ago, in Japan, if you say like you watch anime, it is kind of wow, you watch anime like that. But now it's changed, and it's totally fine.
Okay.
So how about in France? Are you considered like kind of strange if you say you watch anime?
Back in the time, it was like hard to be an anime fan and
Okay.
a manga reader.
The same as Japan.
Yeah, so I didn't know that it was like this in Japan.
Yes.
Like in our mind, it's okay for all people, like older people, younger people, everybody is reading manga. But in France, like when I was in elementary school, it was like not well seen to be an anime fan. But now it's like trendy. So like a lot of people are doing their coming out, like in a sense, because like now everybody is watching anime, and so it's better now.
Okay. Including last trip and this trip, which part of Japan have you been to?
First time I only been to Tokyo, and this time I was in Osaka, Miyajima, Hiroshima,
Yeah.
Okayama.
Yes. Okayama.
Yeah, Okayama.
Oh, it's kind of rare.
Yeah,
For
because
foreigners
I
to
wanted to see like another side of the Japan that all people come and visit. So we've been like to little cities also.
So what was the impression of Okayama?
I thought that it was a small town, but I was a lot of surprised by their building there too. It was a good trip there. Like the garden was amazing, the food was amazing. So yeah, we liked it.
So where was your highlight, including that 2 trips in Japan?
My highlight, honestly, we also been like Takayama.
Takayama.
Yes. So we've been there and we loved it.
Old houses.
Yeah, the old houses, and also the train trip. It's following a river, I think. It's between mountains, and it was like absolutely beautiful.
So lastly, what do you want to say to people who are considering to come to Japan?
Just come. It's a country that worth the visit. Like people are all kind. Like for example, once we were visiting a garden, and there were a couple of Japanese that see us that we didn't have our umbrella, and it was raining. So they just offer us one of their umbrellas, and it was like a good thing. So just come, and you will not be disappointed.
Okay. It was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you to you.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。いかがだったでしょうか？動画のご感想やテーマのご要望などコメント欄で教えていただけますと幸いです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録の際は通知ボタンもお忘れなく。